Cold day. Okay, information, big news for the world. This is my lunch today. Today I'm having pork fried rice. So it's fried rice, obviously, pork meat in there, chopped up, fine. You either eat it or you don't in this world. There's also spring onion in there, a fair amount of spring onion. Not loads, but a fair amount. And some garlic in there as well, chopped up. As well as salt, fair amount of salt, black pepper, soy sauce, obviously cooking oil, and water was used, a little bit of water. Yeah, I chopped up some garlic and put it in, and also there's 2 little red chili peppers that were chopped up, small as well, fine. It's all mixed in. Okay. The rice was cooked previously, and it was just put in and then fried, you know. After frying, of course, the meat and the other stuff together. And yeah, it's got some soy sauce in here, as I say. Nice. Yeah. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome. I've got my cap on again. Look, it's time for dinner. So this is my dinner. I've got my leftover rice from earlier's lunch. In here there was some chicken meat, and there was what was there? Cabbage and some tomato. I've finished most of it, but you can see the rice is still a lot of rice. We've got some cabbage in there and a bit of tomatoes, nice flavouring. And I've got some prawns there, a few prawns. Now, what's the main meal to go with this? This here, by the way, this is takeaway food, and these prawns were brought back by my mother-in-law, I do believe. My mother-in-law has cooked this meal for me here. This is really nice. This is basically chicken. I don't know if there's any pork in there as well, there may be. So then we were running low on chickens, as you might have got a bit of both, because they're like running low on both. It's like salty, stir fry. It's, you know, it's very spicy. These are very spicy. These peppers, green peppers, meal. Okay, very nice stir fry. Nice flavouring. We split this by sort of, and it's going to go with that. I have it for my dinner. I'm going to really enjoy it. Enjoy your dinner. Value all the dinners you have in your life. Right, this is today's dinner, okay? Today's lunch, sorry. This is a takeaway meal. This time I did not cook this myself, okay? I didn't cook this myself. This is a meal here. It's got chicken in there. It's got cabbage in here. It's got egg and tomato. Okay. Pretty sure of that. And it's just a meal, it's just fried chicken and rice, and hopefully it's going to be nice. Got not much of an idea what it's going to be like, but I've got a rough idea what it's going to be like actually. I'm just going to sit here and try it right now on the camera, okay? On camera. So wish me luck. I've got my spoon. It came pretty quick. I think it came in under half an hour. I've got a knife and a fork as well, and chicken looks pretty. I'll try a bit of that chicken, but my thinking cap on. Oh man, oh shit man, oh fuck. So I might be cooking tonight. We'll see how we go in terms of when I cook. Might be tonight, you know. We'll see about that. But I just got this today. So I got a knife and fork and spoon here. Alright. And we're ready for action. Let me give this a try. I'll warm this up in the microwave, you know, just to give it a bit more heat. Make sure it's nice and hot enough. So let's try a bit of the chicken. Can't really fault it for this kind of thing. This here, fuck's this? That's also chicken. Yeah. For what it is, it's alright. Okay. Looking nice. Try some of that. Put tomato and cabbage on it with the rice. Oh. That kind of taste. That's better than I thought. Taste-wise, that's better than I thought. Taste-wise. Yeah, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's a nice meal. Not too bad. Not only that, but also it's a big meal. You know what I mean? This is a big meal. I can imagine a couple of... I can imagine a young couple or like an elderly couple that's splitting this in half and having half each. I can imagine. This is nice. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. It's a nice meal. It's a good choice, I think. I had a good choice. It's always good when you get. It's always good when you get a good situation rather than a bad surprise. You don't want to be waiting for your food to come, and it tastes bad. You know, if you're gonna have your food, you want to enjoy your food. But yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I haven't got much really to say, really. You know, I haven't really got much to say. Just remember, if you got some food, no matter what, you know, you're fucking lucky. You're lucky. No, I don't think that yet. I don't think we should feel lucky. I mean, yeah, no, we do feel lucky per se about certain things. You know, the earth is here under the sun. So we're lucky, you know, we have this life and everything, you know, yes. But we shouldn't say that we feel lucky to have food in society. Well, we're lucky this earth is here in space when you were born from your mother and father. You came into this universe, you know, but if you say you're lucky to have food, you think you're lucky. We shouldn't say that. We shouldn't need to say that. Why can't everybody have food? Why not? Why can't you have safety and food and water and shelter and warmth? Why not? Why can't you? Why shouldn't you be able to? Are you less human than anybody else? Same for the animals, We shouldn't be. Human beings shouldn't be feeling like this, giving each other this stress. You have to work every day, all day, so you can eat food. It's not right. You can breathe air currently for free. You can breathe it, you can walk, you've got 2 legs, you can walk. Yeah. You can listen and see things. So why then why is there a price on eating and drinking that human beings should put on it? Is resources of the earth, planet Earth. I think it's a bad thing we have to say we're lucky we got food. It's a really bad thing. It's a horror to say that. Yeah. This is your planet Earth. This is my Earth and it's your Earth. We live here together. The birds, the monkeys and the fish. There is enough to go around, but people don't use their intelligence. Human beings don't use their intelligence properly. But yeah, this is a big meal. This really is a big meal. A big meal. Yeah. It is a very nice meal. But it's just alright. I said just alright. It's not very, very nice. It's just alright. You know what? I'll tell you something now. There's some funny things out there. There's some funny things online, There's some stuff out there online I'm seeing now. I just can't believe it's real. So what are you doing today? What's your plan today? What's your day plan today? What are you doing today and tomorrow? What are you doing? If you're lucky, you got tomorrow also. That's very lucky. Double luck. What are you going to be doing? Maybe you're thinking, we're looking at, you know, you're following people, talking smack about people, comparing yourself to people. I don't know, what is it? Or are you going to do something that gives you pleasure, something that gives you some fulfillment, that you feel, yeah, this life is, you know, I'm living it right, I'm doing the right thing for myself. That's the question. You know, I can't finish this food, it's too much, so I'm gonna, this is just mostly rice and a bit of cabbage and some tomato. There's actually no eggs. I was wrong, there's no eggs, it's just tomato. A nice flavour I'm going to put in it, I don't know. Yeah, but it's alright, but I finished the chicken. It was nice. I think there should be more chicken, there's not enough chicken. But I'm full enough, I can't finish this. I'm going to save this rice and have it with something else tonight, maybe with my dinner. I'll have it, you know. Because we're having cooking, if we're going to have rice, I don't know yet, we're having etc. We'll have rice anyway, so I'll just probably have this, because it's got stuff in it. You take care, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Oh, what's for dinner? In the motherfucking hood. Well, again, it's that meal. It's more of that meal there, you know, potato and chickens. So potato and chicken with little spicy chili peppers, spring onion and garlic, salt and pepper, obviously water and a bit of cooking oil. And it's a boiled soup type meal. This is my leftovers from what I had at lunchtime. I boiled a lot of this from my lunch and it was really nice. I just wish there was more. I've got rice there in a little bowl, and I even fried up 2 eggs and messed them up a bit, but there you are, with some salt and pepper on. How nice is that? Now, if you're hungry, get cooking, because I love it. I love cooking. And if you don't like my fucking cooking, I fucking enjoy gobbling the food up myself. So nice. Today's dinner is like, I don't know what to call it, a soup kind of meal. It's got soup, potatoes and chicken, basically the main thing. It's got some spring onion in there, some 2 chilies, or red chili peppers chopped up, all chopped up, and garlic, fair amount of garlic in there. No sugar, but it's got cooking oil, water obviously, fair amount of salt, pepper, a little bit of spice. I don't know what spice it was, a little bit of spice. But you know, it's a nice meal. I've got some rice there, very nice. Got more in the wok and more rice in there too. Awesome, very nice meal. Delicious. I'll tell you something, right? I'll tell you something. Hold on. I'll tell you something. Hold on. You see there, yeah? That one's alright, that one's alright, yeah? I'm going to tell you something right now, listen. You've got to be really careful. Be really, really careful right now. I'll tell you why, right? It was on a road like this, right around, it was last year, might have been, around Halloween time, right, it's coming up now as you know. There was someone, right, was followed by this shadow. It wasn't no fucking young with them. It was followed by someone's shadow was following them. Yeah? It was on a sunny day, moonlit evening, the shadow was following them. And they shit their pants because of that. You know what I mean? So be careful. Because you might have a shadow following you. You know what I mean? One of these days. But this one's alright, this is T-shades. My shadow's alright. As long as you know it's your own shadow, you're alright. But if it's someone other one that's coming after you, trying to grasp your soul, you know, and trying to chew on your grass, You know what I'm saying? Your veggies, you might have a problem unless you smash the teeth out with your meat. I'm got slim at you. I'm finna tell you what's for my dinner today, bro. Epic, man. This is stir fry. You know, pork meat. You either eat or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tell me how to cook in the kitchen. Boy, I ain't the best, but I enjoy what I do. Pork meat right there. Green peppers, cabbage, chili peppers. You got it all in there. A little bit of soy sauce, salt, pepper, even a bit of sugar on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I'ma have this with these little bread, these little sweet breads here. It's gonna be good. I got 2 of those to go with. You know what I'm saying? You dig it? Fried up, nice, man. Good ass shit, man. Got salt and pepper in there. That's what I'm talking about, cuz. Subscribe and stay alive, cuz. Right, welcome to this video. I'm just cooking some food very quickly. I'm in a hurry today, very, very quick. I must be fast. I need to cook this meal, okay? Basically, it's fried green pepper, okay, broken up into pieces, sliced chicken breast meat, 2 cloves of garlic, chopped up very small, and some spring onion, a bit more than usual, chopped up small, and also 2 little chili peppers, chopped up small. In this pan, I've got some cooking oil, salt, fair amount of salt, and some black pepper, as well as some soy sauce, which I've just chucked in. I have some water on standby and all the stuff just in case I need to do what I need to do. We're going to have music playing, okay? I'm not going to talk in this video. I'm just going to give you a zoom up on the pan. It's going to be pretty noisy in the kitchen, so I'm going to be fast, get it done very quickly, and I'm going to be putting a little bit of water in whenever I need to, just to keep it so it doesn't burn. Cook it fast but good, with the flavour in, nice and tasty. Yeah, and then I'm going to have rice. I've got some rice which is ready anyway. I might need to warm up some and put it in the microwave to warm it up, and that'll be really good. So let's begin. Zooming in on the pan. Okay, make this more higher up so you can see very clearly. And not the best camera angle, but I'm going to try and show you, okay, my cooking here. So I'm not the best cook, I'm not good at all, but I enjoy what I do. So let's get on with it. Here we go. Warming up this now. The music will start, okay, now. Right, okay guys, right, so now that's done. So I'm going to dish it into the bowl, okay? Let's go. Looks very nice. There we are, that's today's dinner. Very happy to have that. So I've just put all the rice in a very big bowl, and I've just put that in. I added a little bit of sugar in as well. You may have seen on the video, I put a little bit of sugar in, the same as I did the other day. Also, I've been washing up and cleaning up as I go, because I like to do that to save space and just keep everything nice and out of the way. Done, you know. So that pan just got a bit of oil on the bottom, not too much bad. Give it a wash later on, it's okay. Got my spoon here, everything's nice. I'm going to take that sugar back in the room in a moment. Okay, wait that there. I'm going to give this a little try. It looks awesome. Big meal, enough for me there. Okay, I'm not going to have any sweet chili sauce or anything on with it. You saw me adding bits of water as I was going along, and I give it a long cook because I like it cooked longer a bit. If you like your peppers a little bit more crispy, crunchy, whatever, more bite to them, it's up to you. I like to cook things so they're nice and soft and I like the flavour going in. Anyway, so I'm going to give this a little try now, but this is today's dinner that I've made, okay? So chicken and green pepper stir fry with some chili peppers, some spring onion in there, and a little bit of garlic as well for the flavour. Got soy sauce in there, as I say, salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar in there as well. Nice with rice. There you go. Come on, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Let me just give it a try. Quick try, a little bit of everything on there. Have a little try. Wow. A very strong on the salty taste of him. No, that's okay. That's okay. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm going to go and eat that in the other room. I'm going to put the sugar in the other room and eat this meal. See you later. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, it's a nighttime cooking video. I'm going to be very quiet because the neighbours, you know, will start complaining. But Wushurichard is hungry, so let's get it, man. I've got some cooking oil, and I've got some spring onion. I was going to put some cabbage because I had that earlier, but just simple this time. Chopped up chili peppers. I'm going to put in some, while I'm here, put some peppercorns with salt and peppercorns. This is mixed together, peppercorns and salt. So grind that in there. Grind a fair amount in there. And what I'm going to do is put some soy sauce, get some water in a little bowl just in case. So while I'm cooking, I might need to put some in, so add more water or cooking oil or whatever, some liquid, you know. And I've got that soy sauce, as I say here, which is going to go in there. I'm making chicken fried rice, okay? So I'm going to put that in, I'm going to turn on the cooker. I've got rice here, hold on. Prepare my rice, get it ready in a minute, I think best. This bowl out here, this bowl of rice here. Rice, okay, it's all cooked rice, it's all been cooked, ready for the video. No, for just anyway, you know. Now, when you put that soy sauce in, it's a bit salty anyway, so you're going to get some salty flavour, you know. Can you hold on while I get some tissue? Hold on. Thank you. Let's get ready now. I'm going to close the door. I'm going to put the cookers on. There's the sound of the electric cooker, and I'm going to put get my spatula ready there. I've got a big bowl to dish it up into in a minute. You know what I want to do before I do. I'll do the washing up later on before I go to bed, hopefully, if not tomorrow morning. I've got you set up here on this tripod. The quality is not the best. I'm very sorry. I tried to put the better quality, another one on, but for quickness I just did this. I did actually set it up, but there was a reason for this, as I say, but you know, it doesn't matter. We're going to hear some music. I've got some coffee here. Just finishing some coffee off while I'm here. I had tea earlier, and you're going to hear some music, alright? So let's get straight to it. I'm just going to start cooking now. Hit the music. Are you ready? Here we go. Now, shoot. Okay, just so you can hear me, I've turned that machine off for a minute, that air cleaner, whatever the fuck you call it. Yeah, so it's looking alright. I'm just going to wipe up this bowl. It's basically done now, it's ready to eat, so I'm really happy. I'm just going to do some, I think I'll just do the washing up while I'm here to save me time, otherwise I'll have to come out and do this later on. And it's already, gone 11 o'clock at night, and I want to be doing some artwork tonight before I go to sleep, and doing some work and on animation, art and animation practice, and sketch and drawing. Okay, and I'm also going to be playing some games, so just doing a little bit of washing up while I'm here, just quickly. I want to get to eating that really. It's alright, I'll just chuck it in there in a minute. I might even just, sometimes if I do end up pottering around like this, sometimes I end up just, what do you call it, excuse my language, sometimes I end up putting the food in the microwave for another minute or two as well. Because it's like, it's warm enough now, fair enough, put that lid on, keep it a bit heat, keep the heat in well for a bit, but yeah, everything's off now, so we're ready. I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. The thing was, I had some leftovers earlier, and it was like, that was basically like, it wasn't enough, man. And that meal I had earlier, I put cabbage in it. I wanted to have like green peppers cut up with the chicken earlier. Another day I had like a pork meal. You saw me in another video with that, right? It wasn't like fried rice, but I had rice and I just put it on top with the sauce, and that was pork. That was nice as well. A similar thing really, hardly any different. Just it wasn't fried in, but sometimes with some pans, especially even more so than others, like when I'm cooking, I have to go so fast. It's frying because that rice sticks to the pan and it will start burning. I worry about a couple of things. I worry about not only the food burning, but the pan getting damaged as well with the heat and everything. So I like to just, when I'm doing my washing up, I like to just wash up one thing at a time, I don't like to have a lot of things in the sink here. Any sink I'm using, obviously. With any pigeons I'm in, any stuff I'm working with, I like to just do things, just where it's like one thing at a time, if not two. I don't like to have, that's a tiny little sink over there, it really is. So I don't like to have loads of stuff, like too much to deal with, you know what I mean? Yeah. A big sink full of washing up to do is no fun at all. No fun at all. I'm just chatting, aren't I? I'm just jibber-jabbering for the video. Haven't you guessed? But no, it's everyday life, So you're seeing me. I've filmed myself sleeping in the past where I've been exhausted from work. You've seen that, napping in the day. I filmed my philosophy. I filmed myself playing drafts, checkers. I filmed myself walking to and from places, being observant of safety and well-being and observing the world around me. I do philosophy talk videos, deep inward, study of the mind and studying what life's all about, how the human can be living a bit better, how we muscle self-reflection and stuff, but not doubting or trying to not be in an ego either. You know what I mean? I read books, I film myself reading books. This is not boasting, I'm just telling you what I do. Where's the competition? My journey is my own journey in life. Your story is your own story, same thing, So there's no competition with anyone, there's only one you, there's only one me, And even if there's an alternate universe, multiverse or whatever, there's still only one you. You are this one. And I am this one of me, you know. And so I film myself talking, film myself exercising, training martial arts, showing people my ways, not to try to lead them into thinking that my way is better than anybody else's way, or showing you the way. No, I share what I've learned in my life, information, things the good and the bad. You know, I'm true to myself, so I know I'm sharing a good message of truth with people. Not information, just truth. Not information comes before, honesty comes before information. It has to be, because it comes before learning, you know. I want to put this down here because it's kind of in the way. Put it there and leave it here. Yeah, you know. Always wiping up as I go. You know, I'll be talking to you guys while I'm putting stuff in the washing machine. I had a good shower earlier. I had a shave a couple of days ago. I've been reading, I've been exercising, you know, practical. Life's not about slaving your ass off just for some job or something. It's about really understanding the human being. This is going to go in the fridge. This rice, leftover rice. And that cooking, that meal I've just cooked is going to go in the, not in the bin, in the dog's mouth. No, it's going to go in the microwave just for another couple of minutes to heat it up again. Because I'm busy doing this, so I want it to be nice and hot when I have it. You know? Now, I've actually got some sweet chili sauce down there as well in the cupboard. I could put some of that on it. I don't think I will. It's going to be good as it is. I could put a little bit in. I might chuck a little bit in. I might do that, chuck a bit of sweet chili sauce as well. Don't really need it, but I'm going to put a bit in. This is going to go in the fridge. This rice is leftover rice. We've got enough there for a meal for someone tomorrow if they want it, you know. I've got a little bit of cold coffee still left there. I'm going to finish off. It's late, but you know, I'm making the most of my time. It's not good to be eating too late and then sleeping too late, obviously. You need to let your food get down. But, you know, we spend so much time in a day on jobs and things, which to me is complete utter slavery, a waste of a human life if it's not in your heart and you've got no option, but you're just forced to do it because it's the only thing that's available to you to have any money coming in. And you're mentally and physically harming yourself constantly, being forced, otherwise you starve to death. And people start telling you about, oh, you could make it another way, because they think they're living in some fairyland, these people that don't understand reality. You know, if everything's going okay for them, and they'll tell you how they did it all themselves, you know, but no, luck sometimes falls into different people's hands. So the cards are dealt differently sometimes with people, you know. So, but if you can value your time and look at it like, you know, you spend so many years, you know what I mean, working so hard. So you have to sometimes take into account, try to get a good sleep at normal sort of healthy times. Balance things out, arrange your time more smart, yes. Do exercise, don't overdo it, fair enough. But still you have to make sure you do good amounts of exercise and get a good amount of rest, you know, sleep and that. And that's what I do. So I do my art, I make some music. You see me making the music on my channel, you hear the music I've been making as well, right? So I'm doing a lot of things. I'm cooking and cleaning. Now that pan, obviously this pan, I'm not going to, I'm being lazy, right? A bit lazy. I'm not going to wipe that pan just now. Everything else is clean, but the pan, I'm just going to leave it as is. It's got oil in there, but a little bit of oil, fair enough. But I'm just going to leave that when I dish my food up in a moment. Okay. Now I hope you've enjoyed the video, but you know, Don't live your life like a fool, like slaving off for people, you know. Don't live your life trying to compare. And, you know, I always feel like, you know, grateful. I feel, you know, fortunate, lucky to have any time to do anything I want, and I'm very lucky. And it shouldn't feel like that. It's your life is, you know, your birthright is given. You're given a life, right? Got a life. But I feel very lucky to have any meals I have. So I'm not the best cook, but if I've got a meal cooked for me, even something simple, cooked for me by loved ones, provided, and then cooked for me, or if I've got have it and I cook it myself, either way, I feel so lucky. I might not be in some fancy restaurant. You might not have exactly what you want all the time, but to have your health, have some food and water, food and drink, you know, and shelter and a bed to sleep on. I mean, people don't think about it. There's homeless people on the street, they've got no bed. They're literally sleeping in the cold. I mean, that just is horrific to me. Like, it really is. You know, wash my hands here, we're nearly ready. I'm going to go have a shower, so I feel nice and refreshened up, you know. And it's late, but it's never too late to just do some good for yourself, you know. Do some good for yourself. That's what I say. And whatever that good may be, or with meaning and substance it may be, and something you recognise as good for yourself and feel as good enough experience and memories of past experiences of it too. You know, it feels in mind and body feels good for you. Yeah, and the results are good, or the practice of whatever it is good for you. If you know that, don't let anyone else discourage you from that. You know, do that thing which you like, which is good for you, because you've got one chance to live, and you're going to regret not listening to yourself otherwise. Let's look at this meal before I drop it on the floor. And it tastes better than it looks, trust me. I could leave the it's a bit greasy, I'll say, but I could leave the quite a lot of oil at the bottom of it. I could leave the sweet chili sauce out of it, but I think I want to put it in. That bottle's in the way, this bottle. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Now, where did I put that spoon? Oh, here, right in the pan. So it's a bit stuck to the damn pan at the bottom, you can see, because that's what happens, you see, sometimes. Crispy at the bottom there. It tastes good. I like to clean out all the rice, see, really, because it's easier to cook, to clean. Let me get a bit of tissue around that. That'll do the trick a bit more fast. A bit of tissue, carefully. Wipe that, it all stick to it. Boom. There you go. Done. Right. So when you wash it, it's not going to have rice and stuff. Okay. Okay, good stuff. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit, not too much, just a little bit of that sweet chili sauce. And I'm going to put that in the microwave for like 2 minutes as well, get it nice and hot again. It's pretty warm already, because we had the lid on, which was keeping that heat in. Got the science as well, see? Science of a mad chef. If you enjoy your food, if you enjoy your cooking, that's good. If you enjoy your food, good, you know. And if you enjoy anything you do, the way you're drawing, the way you play the guitar, you do it. You don't do it your way. Don't let anyone tell you, no, this is wrong, you know. If you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself, especially intentionally. Okay? This is living. Because it doesn't matter if you're 25 or you're 95. This is your life. Whose life is it? Your life. What's this looking? So this here is a sweet chili sauce. I like this. I like this. It's very nice. It's very nice. I'm going to finish this video now. Hold on. But I'm not going to show you me eating it, okay? I might have a little try now. Have a try. Mix it in. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for 2 minutes and warm it up again, a bit more hot. Nice. And you know why it's nice? Because I like it, that's why it's nice. Maybe you wouldn't like it. Maybe you would not give this to your neighbour's dog. So your auntie's dog. Let me give it a try. Yep. A bit greasy. On the top, it's alright. You know what I mean? Just look for the good in things. I'm not looking for problems. Thank you for watching. More comfort to come, more martial arts to come, okay? More animation, okay? More AI, more art, more short films, more reading from the books, more fun, more exercise, more walks, more music, some games videos. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Philosophy, fun stuff. All right. Remember to check, subscribe down the bottom. Hit the bell for notifications if you want. And that here, okay. As I say, wushurichard, Richard Clark Ninja channel, and then you've also got my other games channel, which is Richard Plays Games. You can watch the games, more games videos on there, and also Shenmue with Richard, another channel. And I might be doing another one on the side at some stage, another art channel for some simple sketching and painting. I'll let you guys know, okay? More food videos, cooking and stuff as well when we can. Not the best, but it's good enough for me. Thanks for watching, take care. Okay guys, welcome to another video. Yes, it's time for more cooking. So we're in the kitchen. Here's the pan. When I click my fingers, the music will start. What am I making today? I've got some eggs whisked up with a little bit of salt in there. 2 eggs. I just used a fork. A fork here to just mix them up, okay? And then just whisked basically up, mixed up the eggs. 2 eggs. Here I have some rice. This rice was cooked already, but it was from the other day. So I warmed it up in the microwave. Now when that food's been sitting, when the rice has been sitting there for a while, I said this is boiled rice, it's all cooked already, but when rice has been sitting there for a while, and it sometimes goes really sticky and it all sticks together, okay, I don't know if you had it in the fridge or whatever. So what I did is I used a little spoon, I basically just used this plastic spoon thing here, whatever you want to use, to break it into little pieces, and I put it from the rice cooker into here. That way, when I start to fry this rice in the pan, as we're making fried rice, get fried rice today, egg fried rice, simple. But when I start to fry it, it may start sticking even badder, because not only that, it's like big chunks. It's like hard to break up when it's like so. I'm just saying, if you run into that problem, I've just broken it up into little bits. It's already sticking again a bit more. I've just warmed it up. I'm just trying anything I can to make it a bit easier, to do. So here's the pot from the rice cooker. It's empty for the most part. I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. Doesn't matter, warm or cold, just a little bit, only a little. More than I need, but I'm not going to use it all. And the reason for that is just in case I want to just drip, I mean a little tiny bit if it starts to stick, okay. Now what other ingredients have we got? In this wok, in this cooking wok, I've got cooking oil, I've got a bit of spring onion chopped up in there, and some cooking oil, a little bit of spring onion, a bit more than I was going to put, but I've got 2 little red chili peppers also chopped up fine, and I just used a pair of scissors to cut them. Okay, how's that for something? Can we get that camera angle nicely set for? That's better, right? And what else do I have in there? So I've told you there's a little bit of salt in here with the eggs. I told you that. But also I put in a very little tiny bit of soy sauce, a little tiny bit into this. Okay, I'm going to close that door quickly because it's a bit noisy. Look, noisy neighbours. Yeah, I'm not going to put any sugar or anything in. Now, when I do make this, if I want, I could have a little bit of a, what do you call it, sweet chili sauce if I want to have a little bit of that with this. But I don't know if I'll be doing that or not. I don't think I will be. Now, it's quite a fair bit of rice there, but we're just going to do it and then I'll just see whatever I can eat. If I can't finish the meal, I'll have more of it later. I'll see, because I'm not that hungry. This is a lunchtime meal, okay? Hope you've subscribed, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to now click my fingers and the music's going to start, okay? Let's keep it banging, y'all. I'll put my music in. I always put my music in, usually. Let's go in. Okay, here we go. The music I make. Right, okay guys, it's done. It's basically ready now. I think it's ready. In my bowl, I'm going to put it back in that bowl. Okay, so let me just zoom out and dish it up. zoom out and dish it up. Cool. My bowl here, can you see that? Okay. I'm just going to dish this up now. And yeah. Okay, so it's really looking okay. It's looking alright. I'm not going to bother with anything. I'll put a little bit of salt and pepper on top. It's got some salt in anyway. It's a bit salty anyway because it's got like the I've got salt in it, but it's also got soy sauce, which is a little bit salty, and there's not much. I only put a little tiny bit in, so it's probably not really that much salty. I don't know. Where is it? Let me just find that quickly. It is here. Salt and pepper shaker. Just have to put a little bit on top. Ooh, ooh. Good stuff, boy. I could put some sweet chili sauce, but I'm not going to bother, okay? So I'll do this washing up off in a moment off camera. I hardly use any of that water, obviously, of course. I'm going to wash everything when I finish my meal because it's going to go cold otherwise, you know. So here it is, egg fried rice. I kind of mashed that egg in a bit crazy. I was trying to keep it a little bit, not too mashed up, you know, but egg fried rice, some spicy chilies in there. Nice lunch. I'm going to have that, okay? I don't have my spoon with me, but I'll use this fork just quickly to try a little bit on camera. Very, very nice. Wow. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Peace. I'm going to eat over a spoon.